Hello guys and gals, this is Willow Plays What Ifs here, and I'm back at it again with another episode of this series. This is part 1, what if Bakugo was a villain. And let me tell you a few things before I start this. Just like I said in the other video, this is pretty much what Bakugo will look like whenever he gets to college. And yes, in this what if UA is a college, cause I need things to happen. It it wouldn't make sense for how would I say Izuku to get a handle on his quirk within 10 months. To be honest, people always think like do what ifs, and they think he can control his quirk within 10 months. If he's never had his quirk his whole life, to be honest, I don't feel like he get it to where they make him get his quirk at. But yeah. But yeah, I just need to say that. But yeah, UA is gonna be college, and yeah, and they are in middle school right now. They just that was the last day of middle school in part 0. So yeah, just needed to say that. Like I said, mostly everything was the same. It was all in middle school, and yeah. Let me see, where should I go from here? Oh yeah, like I said, UA is a college, and let me show you what Izuku will look like, guys and gals, in this what if. This is what Izuku will look like whenever he comes back to life. And yeah, he's gonna have longer hair by the time he gets into college, cause he won't really care for cutting it. And his hair mutated to be this color, and his eyes mutated. His whole face structure pretty much mutated. His whole being mutated whenever he went back to life. And I'm gonna tell you that on this episode how that all happened and how it's gonna all unfold. But yeah, this is pretty much what he's gonna look like by the time he gets into college, let's say. Yeah. But yeah, his eyes are red, and I'm gonna say he is an albino, pretty much. He is pale. That's the mutation, because he is really white as snow. He is white as snow, and his eyes kind of glow a little bit, and his hair is wavy, just like this picture. But let me show you what he's gonna wear, and yeah, this is what he looks like. But let me show you what he'll wear. This is what he's gonna pretty much wear. You know, his usual suit. What villain Deku usually wears, his suit and vest, his pretty much vest, pretty much. He has that vest covering his tie, and yeah, his tie's not just hanging, but he does have this this mask. He does have this mask, but it doesn't look like this. He's wearing that mask because he is gonna be part of the overhaul gang, and you will see how that unfolds later on in the story. But let me show you what he's gonna wear over the suit that he what Villain Deku usually wears. Let me show you. And of course he has a white button up shirt, black pants, black how would I say smart shoes, like this. He's wearing black like that, and he has a black vest and black tie, just like this photo, and then he has that mask. But let me show you what he's gonna wear over the vest, the suit that he wears. He has that doctor overcoat, pretty much. He has that doctor jacket, pretty much, the doctor coat that he will wear that over his suit, like you see in this photo. in this photo and right here. But yeah, he would have that doctor jacket on pretty much whenever he's how would I say, doing his villain stuff. But yeah, as you saw that. But yeah, I just had to show that. You know what this Deku is gonna wear for now? That's gonna be his villain outfit, or the outfit that he's gonna mainly wear at all times. But whenever he's just chilling, he's gonna wear just a button up shirt like this and black jeans. He likes wearing button up shirts. He likes looking nice. So this is what he mainly wear whenever he's just chilling with the crew. But whenever he's out, he's gonna wear his doctor outfit whenever he's doing his stuff. Now that I told you what's gonna happen, let me roll out the intro so I can start this show on the road.
I was an infant, kiss the fucking monster, I feel like I'm Ben 10. Niggas fuck me, I don't fuck with your insects. Heard you don't smoke, get scared of that insects. Feeling like I'm taking a turn, you know, past tense. All you pussy niggas, I swear it's the last chance. I fuck my dog, my niggas don't make sense. Been a fucking sucker since I was an infant. Okay, like Gucci on me, shove it on my collar. I go fool with snakes, stick on me, stick on me. Yeah, so fucking take her favorite hood. 444 camo, she thought it was okay. Her favorite king, y'all her favorite king. She said it was rap. You niggas is trash, reminding me of shit. Part of my neck, remind me of a riptide. I tell you, rough, she looking cute and yeah. I think that she gon' find my.
Now, guys and girls, let me start off with the story. Let's start where we left off. Bakugo has been living with the League of Villains for a little bit of time. I'm gonna say a couple weeks has passed, and by now, All For One has played with Bakugo's he's played with Bakugo's quirk for a little bit of time, and he found a way to stop the how would I say, stop the bad sides of his quirk, or the how do I call it, fuck, I can't think of the name. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the bad sides of his quirk, pretty much. He doesn't have any negative side effects anymore to his quirk like he used to. He has full control over his body, mind, and everything. All For One suggested that Bakugo get a new quirk if he doesn't like his quirk that much, but Bakugo said no. It helps him remember. It helps him keep his hatred of himself and keeps the hatred of the world. He hates the world and he hates himself. He has a very he has a lot of self-hatred to himself. So yeah. So he decided to keep his quirk, and he has his quirk now. And he has no side effects, and he can use it however he wants. Now, let's go a bit before a couple minutes before Izuku took his one dive off the roof. Let me go to a few people that have been just waiting on the other side of the street of the school. They're just waiting in a car. They're just waiting on something. They're just eating some food in a blacked out tinted car. As I'm gonna say, let me show y'all. As the camera pans to to look at this guy right here, Overhaul. He just sitting in the back seat of the car, just eating some food with a few people, and he's just waiting for someone to leave a house that they are just waiting on, as they're scouting someone. They're scouting someone pretty much, as Overhaul is very bored right now. As he looks toward the school, he started dazing off, and then he saw something. As he saw the rooftop and someone standing over it, and this piqued his interest. As he saw just someone standing on the rooftop, and he saw the person facing back to probably someone that's probably telling him to come back, to not do it. And he's just suspecting that this kid is gonna jump. As he tells his the other man in the car, says y'all should watch this. This is quite entertaining. As they ask what's he looking at, as he points to where he's looking at. As they look with him, as they see a green-haired boy. It's kind of far from where they're looking, but they can tell he has a small structure. His body's pretty small, and he has green hair. That's all they can really tell from him, because they're not that close to the school. As they're all just staring right now, wondering what's going to happen. As they can know that the boy is talking to someone, probably yelling from the looks of it. As they see him let go, and he falls back. And they actually watched the whole thing. They watched him splat on the ground. Maybe undo that thing. No, that doesn't sound good. That sounds better. That splat. As they just hear that, and no, would they hear it? Nah, they don't hear it, but they see it, and they all freaking look back to not look at the scene before them, as they just saw a kid just jump. As I'm gonna say how should I say let me think. As the men in the car freaking all are in disbelief that they just saw a kid just jump from a roof of the school. As they ask, should we just go? Well, I don't want to keep looking at this. One man says, as Kai looks at the man and he says, stop being a pussy. We do worse things. We see worse things. As he says, yes, but we don't kill kids. Or we don't see kids die. We are the Yakuza, but we don't kill kids. As Kai says, you don't kill kids. I've killed a kid multiple fucking times. 'Cause of our... Oh, my bad. My bad, guys. But yeah. I've had to kill a kid multiple times. Should Eri be alive right now? Or be the same age? I'm gonna say yes, she is. She is the same age, like she is in canon. As he is looking at his men dumbfounded as he says, I have been doing experiments on the girl for quite a while since I took over. Y'all know this. So don't say Don't tell me about that bullshit saying we don't torture or we don't kill kids. I've been killing a kid since I've started this. As he just stares his dead men down, as they cower in fear, as he looks back at the kid that's dead on the ground, as he hears sirens in the distance, as he says, "Let's stay back a little bit." I think I don't know. I have this feeling that I should help this kid out for some reason. I don't know. He might be of use to us. I can easily just use my quirk and he'll come back alive. He says, as they all just nod, as he says, "We'll just wait till he goes into the ambulance and we'll wait to check which hospital he goes to." As they all nod. As that happens, as the people in the ambulance freaking gets the stretcher out and puts the body on the stretcher, and they could tell that there's no hope in saving him because his head is cracked. His head is freaking cracked open. His face is pretty much fucked up. Half of his face is fucked up. Like, imagine his eye socket being out of his eye. His I'm gonna say the left side of his face is covered in blood. And yeah, some bones are sticking out of his body. They can tell that he is dead. There's no hope for him. So they put the white blanket over him, covering him up immediately, as he is already dead. God damn it. Fucking bullshit pop-ups. But yeah, as they bring him into the ambulance and they go to the hospital. And Kai's car is driving a couple feet behind the ambulance, as they're just looking, they're waiting, and then they see the hospital that the ambulance has went to. As Kai calls a few men, telling them that a body is going to be coming up. Make sure that everyone keeps his hush hush, and bring the body to me. Actually, no, I'm coming to the body. Just make sure that no one's gonna be in the place where I do my thing. As the guy in the other side of the line says, "Okay, boss, I'll make sure it's done." As a few minutes pass, and the guy in the other side of the phone says, "I've got the body. No one will be coming to this the morgue for I'm gonna say 30 to 40 minutes. No one's gonna come to the morgue for that long." As Kai says, "Great." As he gets out of the car with his men, as he is still on the phone, as he says, "Meet me halfway and bring me to the body." As the guy on the line says, "Yes, boss." As they meet up halfway, and yeah, they meet halfway in the hospital, and the man takes Kai and his men to the morgue in the hospital. As I'm gonna say, they get into it, and Kai sees all the dead bodies, but he doesn't seem phased, as he's seen so many dead bodies before because of his line of work. As he went straight to the body that the guy showed him. too. As he took the cover off of Izuku's dead body, as puts his he puts his glove off of his hand, as he pulls his glove off, as he touches Izuku's body, and his body splattered, his body exploded. As he put his finger on I would say some of his matter pretty much, and reconstructing Deku or Izuku, as he's reconstructing him back to the state that he was in, as he is screaming. Izuku is screaming right now, as right now his quirk activated, as he is starting to change while he is being reconstructed, as he is freaking in so much pain. He doesn't even know. He's in excruciating pain, as he's screaming and screaming, as Kai tells his men, is one of their quirks, I would say, soundproofs the room pretty much. The area that he is in will be soundproof as long as he turns that quirk on. As he Kai asks one of his men is did you turn your quirk on? As he says yes, no one will be able to hear us. As he says great. As Izuku is being reconstructed and he is starting to change, as his face, his structure. Let me go to Izuku's picture. As Izuku's face, he has been reconstructed, and right before these guys' eyes, his face, his skin starts to turn pale. His green eyes start to turn red. I'm going to say a blood red. A bright red. And his hair turned to this type of color, but it's not this long yet. It's not this long. His hair, at the top of his hair, is not a mop, pretty much. His hair is not really a mop anymore. As his hair kind of changes to the top of this character model's hair, pretty much. As his hair at the top is pretty straight but wavy at the same time. As his eyes are wide open as he is looking at Kai and all the other men. As without him noticing, he traps Kai and all the men in the room into a nightmare state, as he is looking through their memories, as he's doing this subconsciously, as all he knows is he needs to survive, as he was in so much excruciating pain. His mind is on overdrive, as he just thinking so many possibilities, as he just thinking okay, as he's thinking about their memories. He's looking through all the men's memories at once, as his power is very powerful. Yeah, he is very powerful, as he's trapping everyone in their minds, as he is creating all of them nightmares, and not just any nightmare, the worst possible outcome or nightmares that they could ever have in their lifetimes, 10 times over, as he's doing that to Overhaul. He's doing that to Rampa. He's doing that to all the other guys, as they are all freaking screaming, and they're all freaking fell. They all fell. to the ground, and they're all sleeping right now, as they're all trapped inside the mindscape, as they're in their nightmares, as they can't do shit, as they are just running from their nightmares. Freaking, they're either running, they're either freaking crying, they're either who knows. As right now, Izuku doesn't know what's going on, but all he knows is he needs to go get away from here. As he looks around and he notices that he's in a morgue. As he sees dead bodies all over the place. As he calms down for a second and he thinks this through. He thinks, what is the last thing that I remember? As everything came flooding back to him. As it hit him like a truck. As he went to one knee. As he it all pained into his heart at once. As he's holding his chest right now. As he's in so much pain. As he's remembering everything. As he starts to laugh. As he coughs a little bit. As he just came back from death. So of course his mouth is not how it used to be. As he stands back up, as he thinks, as he looks at the men below him that are all asleep, as he is still looking at these men and creating their nightmares, as he smirks, as he has a evil type of smirk right now, as he has a psychotic smirk on his face, as he says, guess I do have a quirk all along. As he has a wide smile. As he says, I guess this quirk needed a trigger. Who knows? I honestly don't care anymore. This quirk seems interesting. As whenever he put all of them to sleep, he released some type of gas, some unknown gas from his pores to make all the men fall asleep. Like you would it's kind of like how you would expect what's her name Midnight, yeah, name Midnight to unleash her gas from her pores, but his gas is pretty much red like his eyes. As he releases his gas, as he can only release it in short bursts, as hit the guys can only, I'm gonna say the time span of the nightmare can be around 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna say that's the best he can do right now. So he can keep the nightmares going for 5 to 10 minutes. That's his quirk, nightmare. He releases a unknown gas from his pores to make his enemy fall asleep and enter a nightmare state, pretty much. As he looks at a table nearby, as he sees a lot of tools, and he finds this fascinating. As he looks at the tools, as he sees a scalpel, and he sees a lot of other tools that a hospital would or a doctor would use to chop up bodies. As he picks up the scalpel, And he picks up a few of these scalpels actually, as he thinks this is gonna be quite interesting. As he looks throughout the room, and he finds a jacket, a doctor's jacket. As he picks that the doctor's jacket up, and he covers himself. He puts it on, and he puts the scalpels inside the pockets of the doctor's jacket. As he walks out, as his face is covered in dried up blood now, as he needs to wash off, so he's pretty much covered in blood and guts right now. He's covered head to toe with blood. So yeah, as whenever he exits the I'm gonna say the place, or how would I say, the morgue, as he sees a few people, as they see him covered head to toe with blood, as that scares him to death, as he brings out a, two scalpel knives, as he throws each of them to the two people that saw him, as he threw it towards both of their heads, as it entered both of their eyes, straight to the brain, as they both went dead, completely dead within a second of it entering their heads. As he ran up to them, and he picked out the scalpel. He needs to make sure these scalpels last. As anyone that who see him, they're dead. As he wants to make sure that he is kept dead. No one knows that he's alive. Whatever those men did to him, he came back from the dead. He knows. As he is making his way throughout the hospital, as he's massacring everyone in the hospital, doctors, nurses, freaking patients, as he is starting to freaking lose it, as he is starting to like killing, as he doesn't know why he likes doing this, but he is just making way through the hospital. But he finds a area with no people in it, and he is covered head to toe with blood, soaked, covering himself. As I'm gonna say, by now, Rampa and Overhaul have came out of that nightmare state pretty much, as they all freaking woke up around the same time, as Overhaul freaking looked at over his men, as they are all freaking completely terrified. As Overhaul says, "We gotta catch up to the boy." As they all agree immediately, as they don't know what they unleashed. They don't know why the boy jumped or anything, as they don't know anything about this boy, as they all they know is they unleashed hell onto this earth. As they came out of the morgue, as all they see is dead bodies laying wake from the wake of where Izuku came from, as they followed all the dead bodies. And it takes a few minutes for them, I'm gonna say 5 to 6 minutes for them to find Izuku. That's how many dead bodies there were. Yeah. As he even makes sure that he cut out the cameras that was in the area that saw him. As they see him in a lounging area in the hospital, as they see him just laying, not laying, but sitting on a bench to a piano, as they're completely dumbfounded at what this boy is doing. As he starts to play the piano, as let me pause it right here. Before I start this, I need to say that I'm gonna try and attempt to sing the best of my abilities, but you can skip if y'all want. My singing is complete shit. I'm gonna sing it because of the it's part of the story that I'm doing, and because I love music. So yeah, as I'm gonna attempt to sing. I mean, but don't judge me too hard, or don't go too hard on me on the comments, please. I know my singing is shit. Even my mother told me that my singing is shit. So yeah, but I'm a musical person, so I want to bring this song into her. I'm going to attempt to sing "The Drug in Me Is You," reimagined. That one, as Izuku is trying to play the piano, as he starts singing. I heard a knock upon my door the other day. I opened it to find Dad staring at my face. The feel of mortals talking still reverberates. Everywhere I go, I drag this coffin, just in case. My body's trembling, sends shivers down my spine. Adrenaline kicks and shifts into overdrive. Your secrets keep you sick, your lies keep you alive. Snake eyes every time you roll with the crook. Fucking hell. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. I can't sing shit, no. He just singing the, Nah, I can't do that shit, no. I'm gonna freaking just, nah. I can't do shit, nah. Nah, I'm not even gonna attempt it no more, no, nah. I suck. But just know I'm singing the Drug in Me Is You reimagined. That's what he's singing. I try, guys, but just know. Just, I can't do it. I'm not talented in that. I'm not talented in singing. I'm sorry. But yeah. After he is done, as you hear the ending of the piano playing, as no, as during the middle of the song, everybody is shocked. Everyone in the crew that is with Overhaul right now is completely shocked at what they're hearing and seeing, as they see just Izuku just playing the piano or singing this haunting song, as from the beginning someone in the crew was already how would I say was recording everything. From the time he woke up and saw the bodies, he started recording. So right now he is recording everything that Izuku is doing. He's just recording him playing the song, this haunting song, with blood covering him head to toe in the hospital, as everyone is just completely shocked. And this is the middle of the song, as it gets to the part where, let me see. It's getting to the point where it says, I've lost my goddamn mind. And it happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here. Trying to consume. The drug in me is you. And I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? As that just sends shivers down everyone's spines. As Izuku sings that about 100% better than me. 100%, a million times better than me. Like, what the fuck? As I'm gonna say, he finally gets to the ending of the song and he starts going to the screaming part. He starts screaming, and that sends even more shivers down everyone's spines. As he's screaming, tears are streaming down his face while he's singing this. As boom, 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 the ending of the song. As he presses the last notes on the um piano. As right now, after he is done, and he is just looking at the window right now. After he was done playing, he just started looking at the window. And by now, it is nighttime. It is night, and the moon is out. It's a full moon tonight, and it is shining upon Izuku. After he's done with that, he just gets up from the seat and he just turns at the window. As you just hear clapping. As Izuku looks back, as he just sees Overhaul just clapping. And you actually see tears coming down some of Overhaul's men's eyes as everyone's just clapping. As they say, you just beautiful, beautiful, bravo, bravo, one says. As right now, he looks back at them and they just see the moon shining upon Izuku with his red eyes glowing and blood covering all of his body, as they just see him in all of his glory, as he looks like this, but not with the long hair yet. He still has short hair, as and he has more of his skin is more pale. He's an albino, if that's how you say the name. As everyone's just in complete shock and they're mesmerized by Izuku and his talent of killing people right after death, and his singing. That was so haunting, and that struck a chord with every single member of the Overhaul crew that was there, as they want to know who this boy is. As Overhaul says, "Boy, what's your name?" As Izuku looks at Overhaul and he says, My name is Izuku Midoriya, and I assume you're the one that brought me back to life." As Overhaul just nods, as I'm gonna say Izuku says, "Thank you very much. And what is your name?" And Overhaul says, My name is Overhaul, or Kai Chasaki, as he says, as I can see here, I have unleashed the monster into this world. As he chuckles a little bit, as he says, what led you to kill yourself, Izuku? As Izuku just says everything. I was quirkless, as this shocked Overhaul and the whole crew. As Overhaul says, just because you were quirkless, you were gonna throw yourself throw yourselves and kill yourself. As Izuku said no, as he tells him what happened to him, his life story, as Overall gets it now. As Overall says, I can show you a right path, Izuku. All you have to do is take my hand. As right now Kai has his hand covered with his glove. His white glove is covering his hand now. As Izuku slowly walks towards Overall, as he looks at him and his men, and he looks back at Overhaul, as he nods, as he says, I got nowhere else to go. I'm a dead man walking. So why not? Will it at least be a little fun for me if I join ya? As Overhaul says yes. It will be fun for you. As Izuku has a good big smile on his face as he says, great. As this struck a chord with Overhaul, as that hit him in the chest. That smile of Izuku's smile hit him in the chest real hard. He felt something that he never felt before, as he didn't know what that was. As he pushed it back, as he kept his hand out, as Izuku held Overhaul's hand and they shook on it. As Overhaul smiled beneath his mask. And not a smirk, but an actual smile. As he says, I can tell you're gonna have a big promise Izuku. You're gonna be a prodigy. As I'm gonna say, a few years pass, and Overhaul has showed Izuku to the base, and Izuku has how would I say, been introduced to the gang and helping with missions after being trained by Overhaul himself. Actually, Overhaul himself has trained Izuku in the art of killing and using his quirk. Or at the same time, he has been teaching Izuku things like how would I say? He has been teaching him things like experiments, how to keep an experiment alive and yada yada yada. And he has been teaching him medical knowledge pretty much. What will kill a person with this amount of a dosage of this. This could save someone, as this piqued Izuku's interest a lot, as he has brought bought a lot of books during the few years of him being so far in the gang, as he is pretty much known as the doctor of the gang, as he is overhauls pretty much psychotic doctor. And he started doing black marketing, being a doctor in the black market. He's a black market doctor pretty much. As any villains that wants that needs to be stitched up or helped medically, he will save them. If there's any heroes that wants it to be kept hush hush, he will help them. As that's how he racks in the money. As he helps villains and heroes in the black market. Whoever's very hurt and wants to keep it hush hush. As he is very good on medical knowledge by now. I'm gonna say that where we left off was the last year of middle school. So I'm gonna say 2.5 years have went by. Actually, yeah, 2.5 years has went by, and he's in high school right now, as he is under another name right now. As he is in high school. He would be in high school by now, but he is doing homeschool right now. He is very smart for his age, as he everything that Overhaul has taught him, he soaked all the knowledge like a sponge, pretty much. As I'm gonna say, by now, during these years, or whenever they came back and brought Izuku to the crew, pretty much, and one of the men showed everyone of what happened in the hospital. And the next day, the hospital was pretty much sanctioned off, as that was a bloodbath inside the hospital. The hospital was a bloodbath. As I'm gonna say, they showed everyone else in the crew the footage of what happened, and that sent shivers down everyone's spines whenever they saw everything and heard everything, as their spines shivered, as they don't know what to say about it, as they how would I say, they sent it to the black web. They showed what happened in the black web. They posted that, pretty much, as that was literally, that blew up. That freaking how would I say, once that got posted on the black web, that video blew up and everyone was watching it and saw what happened in the hospital, and they just, everyone that saw that, millions of people saw it, pretty much. People in the underground, even some heroes, some civilians saw it. A lot of freaking people throughout the world saw it, pretty much. But mostly villains and people in the underground, that people that go to the black market, pretty much saw what happened in that video. As Everyone is shocked. Because, yeah, pretty much, Izuku is freaking a, internet sensation. Pretty much, as everyone liked that video. Like, really. And I'm going to say, the video actually never showed his face. Actually, whenever whenever they posted, before they posted, they blacked out Izuku's face before they posted it. They made sure that no one knows what Izuku's face looks like. So no one knows what he looks like, but they know what he sounds like. As yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. This episode there, and I hope y'all like this episode of what if Bakugo was a villain. And the next episode will go back to Bakugo. But yeah. So yeah, I hope you like this episode of one of what if Bakugo was a villain. Hope you have a good day or night, wherever your time zone is, my monster family, and peace out.